Hello and welcome back. Today we're drinking a special IPA. This is the Single Cut QNS NYC Beersmiths. I guess it's a Single Cut Workers Are Going Home Double IPA. This beer scores a 93 out of 100 on Beer Advocates, which is very good because mediocre beers get scored mediocre beers get scored accordingly. I haven't actually had this beer before, but somebody recommended it to me, and it's one of the best IPAs you can buy in a can. So this should be good. That'll be exciting. I'm going to open this up. I'm not going to pour it in a glass because these kind of IPAs actually taste better fresh out of the can. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Yeah, it's super delicious. Right away, I have problems with this. Welcome to the 100th Tavern Brawl. Each class is associated with a previous brawl and loads you up with a deck based on that brawl's rules. The second problem I have with this, which I didn't list the first problem, I know, but the first problem is a bigger problem to me. But the second problem, the smaller problem, is that, each class is associated with previous brawls. Why couldn't they just make it so you pick a class and you just actually, you know, like the picture intends, get a random brawl deck, you know? Because, I mean, say I like Servant of Yogg-Saron, right? But I want to play Warlock. It's now impossible. I just don't understand why they couldn't go the extra mile to randomize the Tavern Brawl you get instead of you just pick one of the Tavern Brawl decks. You know, like if it turns out after a full day of playing that the Hunter with the randomized cost cards is exceptional and it's much better than the rest, then everyone's just gonna pick Hunter. And for instance, the Warrior with the bananas is fucking shit, and no one is going to pick it because it sucks. I think this Tavern Brawl could have been a lot better if they randomized the type of Brawl deck you get, and you get to pick the class that you want. Whatever, they fucked it up. What else is new? Secondly, welcome to the 100th Tavern Brawl. That is incorrect. This is possibly, yes, the 100th week of Tavern Brawl, or 100 weeks ago it started. It's definitely not the 100th Tavern Brawl. I would say it's the 97th Tavern Brawl because there was 3 heroic brawls that were not fucking Tavern Brawls. They were a ripoff for rich fuck faces only, and 99% of the or 91% of the Hearthstone community did not participate. They did not give you the free pack. They were not Tavern Brawls. Secondly, this is not the 100th Tavern Brawl. There is probably 60 Tavern Brawls if I'm being generous. There is also a abundant amount of repeat Tavern Brawls. All right, so generally it's like Blizzard just said they were going to run a mile, got tired about 2 or 3 quarters into the race, and then had somebody carry them to the finish line, and they say, there it is, the 1 mile marker. They didn't make 100 Tavern Brawls. This isn't the 100th Tavern Brawl. The wording should say, welcome to 100 weeks after we started making Tavern Brawls. Right? Okay. That being said, the beer is good, and the Tavern Brawl is mediocre. So why don't we get started? All right. We will start off by playing Warrior, and I will demonstrate quickly how terrible this experience is.
This is very good beer, yes. Well, it's cool. I know a guy into stolen goods and have a pretty badass taunt. But other than that, yeah, this is gonna be a bad time. Great. Jade Serpent guide you. Oh! That is nice. That's a nice card. Well, that's pretty clever. Just filling my hand up with shitty bananas. I can deal this to Grom at turn 9 to trigger him. Oh, give a minion 2/2. That's a big banana.
You shall not pass.
Bananas. Bananas. I got some bananas for you, baby. Fuck you. This guy thinks I don't have bananas? Is that what's going on here? I have bananas. I've got some bananas for you, baby. Stealth.
None see the bonus.
I bet you nobody else is playing this warrior shit. It's fucking bananas. That's a pretty good turn, right? Alright, let's see here. If I swap this minion's attack and health, right? Then hit him with the rotten banana. And then I swap his health again. And then I do this again. Pretty good, right? Bananas are good for Grom. Alright. There wasn't really much fun left to be had that game, so that's it. Warrior! Bananas! Bananas!
Brawl! For Doomhammer.
Watch your sack, mister. Keep your dirty mitts off my sack. Well, Implosion's gonna be bad, because he'll just fucking portal them away. Betrayal's probably pretty bad. I'll keep it. Fuck it. Oh my. This guy's about to shit. I am almost certain he will be shitting in just 1 second. Give him 2/2, including this one. Oh, buddy. That's, yeah, that's pretty good. That is bad times. That's bad times for you. Shit. Did anybody watch Better Call Saul the other night? That shit was really good. If you did, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments when they were in the courtroom and Chuck tried to shit all over Jimmy and Jimmy totally pulled this slipping Jimmy move and completely fucked him and it was epic. I was just watching it like, God damn it, that's a good TV show. It's literally just as good as Breaking Bad, I would say, in my opinion.
Do you have the artifact?
So anyway, something that I stumbled on that I think is kind of old. I think I'm pretty late to this if you've already discovered it. The Berenstein Bears. I did a lot of reading and video watching yesterday about the Berenstein Bears, right? Because for those of you who don't know what I'm about to start talking about, the Berenstein Bears, you would think was spelled, you know, B-E-R-E-N, which is not important. It's the Steen part that's important. You would think it S-T-E-I-N, right? Berenstein Bears. Well, apparently it's actually, Berenstain Bears. But, you wouldn't really think that's interesting unless you had already heard of the Berenstain Bears at some point in your life, and I'm sure you have. As a kid, right? Growing up and whatever, if you're my age, you were growing up as a kid in the 90s, right? And the Berenstain Bears, everyone called it the Berenstain Bears. I clearly remember it being EIN. Well, if it's a phenomenon on the internet, most people remember it being Berenstain Bears. The only people who think it's Berenstain Bears are people who were born, like, past the year 2000. So there's huge conspiracy theories. People who, believe that the fucking Berenstain Bears are proof that parallel universes exist, and that it always was Berenstain Bears, and while nobody was paying attention, it one day changed to Berenstain, including all of the books and the videos and stuff out there, all changed to Berenstain, so there's really no proof that it used to be Berenstain, and it really fucked with my brain, big time. But, you should watch a very funny and, insightful video about this Berenstain Bears nonsense. It's not I don't even know why I said the word nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's fucking evidence that either time travel or parallel universes exist. The Berenstain Bears. It was EIN. I'm not crazy. But anyways, you can watch the video by, this guy Critical. He does a pretty funny, quick video about it, and there's also a more in-depth video that's, also funny by, Angry Video Game Nerd. I suggest you check those out, because I watched both those videos and I was very entertained by both. Oh, I feel like I'm making a mistake, bud. Even some of those dudes up. Especially if he's about to savage roar the shit out of me. The Raven Idol shit is so fucking bad. This is... Alright.
This is the epilogue to the YouTube video I plan on making with this content. Alright. As you can see in that fucking Hunter vs. Druid game where I was the Hunter, the Druid's terrible. Alright, the Warrior's terrible too. I did exceptionally well with it and I got very lucky, but the Warrior's terrible as well. Now, like I was saying in the beginning of this video, it would be much better if you just picked a class and it randomly rolled a Tavern Brawl rule set for your deck. Instead of you, like, it's the same, it's like the same as Constructed. Like, you gotta pick a list that works well. It's no longer fun. I mean, it's not terrible. It's sort of fun, but it's bullshit. Like, if you want to play Druid and do okay, you're really gonna work really fucking hard to make that happen. And you're gonna need some seriously good luck. Because Raven Idols are garbage. Alright? Raven Idols are pretty good in Constructed and Arena, whatever. But as far as Tavern Brawl goes, where shit can get extremely powerful very quickly, for say like the Hunter deck, where 9 drops cost 1 mana sometimes. How the fuck are you gonna beat that? You know what I'm saying? They should have thought this Tavern Brawl, especially for their 100th Tavern Brawl, which it's not. It's not the 100th Tavern Brawl. It's the 100th week of Tavern Brawls. Well, it's the 97th week that they did Tavern Brawls, like I said before. They should have just done a little bit better of a job. I guess maybe, like, you can argue that programming or coding that to make it random, blah, 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 and to write all those other decks would take a little bit more effort, this, that, and another thing. Blizzard makes so much motherfucking money. I think they could go the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? That being said, that concludes this video. I'm going to continue to play some more of this Tavern Brawl and drink some more of this delicious beer. Thanks for watching, and good night. Many Portals. I'm sure Many Portals is going to be really good against his fucking 1-mana King Crush.